Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of area of composite figures. This is standard 7.9C in the great state of Texas. We're using item number 13, which is a new item type called Equation Editor of the 2023 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So this is very similar to the griddable response where you'd have to bubble in your answers in the past. We just need to type in our answer of the area of this figure. We're not necessarily creating an equation or using any type of operations. We can use a fraction if we want to, but let's see if we need to first. I've got two trapezoids here in case we didn't see it. They do go ahead and tell that to us that we've got two trapezoids. And so I need to just find the area. Okay, well, let's open up our reference material. That's going to be helpful because I see right there. I'll put it right there at the very top of the screen. Okay, so my area of my trapezoid is going to equal 1/2, and then I've got to get base 1 plus base 2. Now you see I got to slide over here. Let's make sure we don't forget that. We got to grab the height as well. Okay, so I've got two of those. So I'm going to find this first one in red, and then I'll do the same thing for this one down here in green, and we are simply going to add those two together because we can use that additive property of area. You've got two composite figures that are next to each other. There's no overlap. You can just find the area of each of them separately and then add the two answers together. All right, so let's go back to this red one. So the two bases are going to be the two parallel sides, right? So my base is going to be here. My base is going to be here. Doesn't matter which one's base 1. Doesn't matter which one's base 2. So the area of that trapezoid is going to be 1/2. So I'm just going to say 4 plus 3. We'll drop the feet, grab that at the end, and then the height. These happen to be right trapezoids, so you see you've got a little right angle right here. If you didn't have these, right, let's say we had a shape that's kind of like this right here, like this is what we would consider a traditional trapezoid where you've got two diagonal lines. You would need some type of interior line that's dotted that's given to you as the height, because you can't use either of these slant heights as your height. But they do go ahead and give you a right angle, which means this is a right trapezoid, which means we can use that as our height. So that's going to be times 2. Okay, which means, look, you can multiply this in any order, right? So I'm going to do 1/2, and then I'm going to have 7 times 2, so that's going to be 14. 1/2 times 14, which is just going to equal 7. Or you could have just said, you know what, I want to multiply that 1/2 times 2, so half of 2 is 1, which is just going to leave me with my 7. Okay, so that's 7 square feet. Let's check this one as slightly different. So this one is going to be, I'm going to use that as my base. That's my other base. So 1/2, 3 plus 5. Looks like it's going to have another 2-foot height, right? So let's do what we did that last time. Let's just go ahead and multiply the 1/2 times the 2. So basically, they're going to cancel themselves out. So which means you're going to have 8. Okay, so I've got 8 feet squared right there. If you wanted to work it out, right, that's going to be, area of a triangle is going to be 1/2, 8 times 2. That's 1/2 of 16, which is 8. All right, so 8 plus 7 makes 15. That seems pretty simple. Let's come down here and let's enter in our 15.